All right, man. This is Next Door Deck Unsigned Radio, man. And we're live with Miss Parmon, man, our future city council member of Northeast Ward.
Yeah. Any man with eyes can see. Oh, shit. Every nigga ain't got vision. See, for vision, it take a certain type of mind state. See, a nigga gotta process things differently. He gotta. I don't even know how to explain it, man. Really think I'm gon' keep on talking? Nah, nigga won't action. We been talking for too long, but nothing's happening. Something lacking. Niggas dropping all these songs, yeah, they hot. We gon' blow, we gon' pop. That's what all them rappers thought. Why they ain't make it happen? Let's stay the course of action. Move as a unit, make it strong and pack that. Move the masses with this passion. Let's master our craft and handle business while we trapping. We go harder, bro. I swear this shit gon' happen. Yeah. That's what I tell myself every day. Sometimes I gotta self-motivate. When you're down on your last and you gotta make shape. Is you gonna do what it takes? Well, if not, how the f you gonna be great? Just take a minute, dang.
All right, man. This is Next Door Deck Unsigned Radio, man. And we're live with Miss Parmon, man, our future city council member of Northeast Ward. Man, listen, what are some of the most influential people in your life that kind of help lead you to politics?
Well, starting out, I am the daughter of the late Senator Erling Parmon. I was raised and cut from the cloth of her.
Okay.
Okay? So understand and let's be very mindful and clear when I say being her daughter, you had to be associated with others. So I have a group of golden girls that also persuaded this walk with me, which was our state representative, Evelyn Terry, our city council member, Dee Dee Adams, Doris Harrell, Marie Roseborough. As a little girl, I was even tasked to work my first official campaign for our former state representative, Larry Womble, when he was running for alderman.
Okay.
Throughout that time, for the 40 years, you know, I was able to work on other campaigns and I was able to form relationships and solid relationships with other people by way of Susan Fry Clerk of Court, Judge Denise Hartsfield. Excuse me. Like I say, Bobby Kimbrough, Sheriff, is like a brother to me, as well as Melissa Woodbury, who's like a sister to me, and Tanya McDaniel, my god sister, Fleming Elamine, my first cousin. So it can go on and on and on. It's real. Not like I woke up and fell out the tree and said, hey, I'm gonna be in politics. It's in my DNA.
I was definitely gonna ask you what made you decide to want to run for the Northeast, the City Council Award.
Well, when I woke up, I said, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it hot with you. I said, you know what? I could sit at home and keep talking about the problems on the telephone with all my cousins and my sisters, them and everybody else, or I can get off my couch, hang up the phone, and be part of the game. I decided to be part of the game because I began to see too many things that was continuously happening against us and not for us.
Right.
You know, we living in a food desert. We don't have everything that we need in our area. So instead of me talking about and being negative and beating everybody who do represent us, beating them down, let's just let people know this time you got a choice.
Yeah. So what are some of the changes that you would make in the Northeast Ward as a city council member?
First of all, we have recreation centers in the Northeast Ward, Carl Russell being one of them, and our recreation centers are being underutilized. When we talk about our children who can't read at a third grade level, when we talk about our life expectancy in the 27105 zip code is 14 years less than any other area in Forsyth County, that's a problem. So when we don't have anything for our children to do, then we have a problem because they doing what? Out of mind.
Future though.
Right, but an out of mind is a devil's playground.
Yeah.
So begin to open up these recreation centers and do a few things. Hey, y'all want a mandatory African American studies course? Let's teach it over at them recreation centers. Let's teach our babies how to read. Let's teach us some skills and some trades. Let's teach us some life skills. Let's teach us some financial literacy, some coding. Learn about everything in life. Don't just tell us, hey, you came in the rec, let me give you a basketball. That don't work.
Teaching our kids how to play bumper pool.
But we also need to understand this. Anything that helps us, they will stop funding. You go back and you look at the 70s and the 80s when the recreation center had double dutch teams, AAU basketball teams. Excuse me. You had your bumper pool going on. You had the Girl Scouts there. You had the boy. You know what I'm saying? The Boy Scouts. You had so many positive things going on in this one recreation center that didn't cost mamas and daddies what? An arm and a leg. You had to pay $1 or maybe $5 or something to that effect. But that recreation center was open and it provided families with what they needed for their children. When school was out, you went over there, you had tutoring, you had a lot going on. We got a whole recreation center called Russell, and we have kids that get out of school at 3:40, but your computer lab don't open up until after 5. So what do those children do from 3:40 to 5:40?
When the building is
when
there,
the building is right there
there
and the resources are right there, and we're not being able to utilize what our children need the most. You begin to turn around a recreation center and you put some things and implement some things in place that then grows that community.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? People have to understand that we have to take back over our communities. Not the gangs, not the dope boys, not the drug fiends. We have to take a stand. You see a young man or a young woman stand on the corner, you know a school hours, call SRO and tell them, wait a minute, this baby's supposed to be at school.
Get down.
I don't know why they standing right here.
That's real.
This school hours. We have to start transforming and reforming and revitalizing and renewing the minds and the spirits. You kill the spirit, you kill the community. We're not ghosts over there. We may have been inferior, our mindset may have been inferior, our attitudes, we can turn that around, change the way we think, change the things we eat. Because you ask me, you say, what you gonna change? I'm starting with them recreation centers.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna use them for our children. That's our future. You want to talk about what I'm gonna do instead of putting a Dollar General right here at the corner of Old Walkertown Road and Motor Road? You should have put us a grocery store right there. Why? Because we live in a food desert. Not everyone else in Forsyth County, but we are definitely living in a food desert. But you continue to give us what? Processed foods.
Over processed meats.
Right. We have a McDonald's on this end on Akron. We got a McDonald's that end on Martin Luther King. We have a Bojangles. We don't have healthy foods, nor do we have access to be able to get fresh fruits and vegetables. And don't you tell me, yes we do, we can go to Food Line over in Northside. Have you seen the fruits and vegetables
that they leave over there?
That they leave over there for us and say, pick through it, get what you gonna get, and still gonna charge you an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
I go get a bunch of collards from down there. I got the stem, I gotta pay for the stem, the raggedy leaves,
and they gonna charge you by the pound.
You gonna charge me by the pound. But if I go to Rural Hall, they cut my stem off. They fresh, they crisp, they beautiful.
Presentation different.
Why do they feel like we have to have less than? When we talk about, well, what else you gonna do? I'm gonna bring you access to the resources that we need while I'm there. Because that's what we've lacked for so long. We don't know what's available to us. We don't even understand how to get funded. We don't know about the different programs. People don't even know that if you are a business owner, you don't have to close your doors because you hit hard time. You can go right down there to the city and ask for a worker loan. Revitalization, urban commercial area. They will give you a loan for a set amount of money, and then they will also give you a grant that you don't have to pay back for that matching, for that same amount of money. And you pay back that loan with little or no interest.
Nah, that's real.
But we don't know that. We feel like our back to the wall, we can't do it, I don't know what to do. So you close your doors.
Well, Ms. Parmon, one question. What is something that you definitely want the voters to know about you, though?
I want the voters to know and understand that I'm the underdog in this fight. I'm not going to make y'all no empty promises, but I will make you one promise, and that's that I'm a fighter. I've been a fighter from day one. I'm going to continue to fight. I serve my country, and I raised my hand and I said I would be willing to die for people in this country I did not even know.
That's real.
So if I'm willing to die for people I don't know, what do y'all think I'm willing to do for the people that I do know?
Community, the people
You see
gotta
what I'm
rub elbows
saying?
with every day.
The communities, the families, the people that I see in the food line, the Walmart, the City Trends. Understand, I'm not up on the top. I've been at the bottom, I've been at the top, and I've been everywhere in between. I am not afraid and can say that I can go from the liquor house to the White House.
That's real.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not doing this for me. I'm not doing it for no family legacy, because my mama was her own legacy in her own right, and I'll never be able to fill her shoes, and nor be anybody else in the city of Winston-Salem and Forsyth County. I'm out here to make my own footsteps, and I'm only doing this so that I can make and provide something better for our people in the Northeast Ward. Because what people have to understand is I get up every day and try to make life better for somebody else. Not myself, not my kids, not my grandchildren. It's always me wanting to plant seeds and speak life into somebody else's situation. And you cannot be compassionate to the needs of the people, like I said earlier, if you've never been a people.
Don't understand.
I'm not going to sit back and let nobody exploit our people no more. You're not going to exploit the people in poverty. You're not going to exploit the working poor. You're not going to come through here and tell my people, oh, I'm going to give you this and I'm giving, because no, you're not. Understand? You can do 10,000 things with a potato. Right?
Right.
We can make some potato salad.
Skin that potato,
We
make
can
some French fries.
make French fries, fried potatoes and onions.
Scalloped potatoes.
But at the end of the day, it's still a potato. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very clear and mindful when I tell y'all this. The greatest treason, and Martin Luther King said it best, the greatest treason is to do the right thing, but for the wrong reason. I want you to feel me when I say this.
Yeah.
I'm not out here doing it because I think me and my husband is going to be on top of the empire. We're going to be the next Cookie and Lucius. Okay?
Yeah.
It ain't happening like that. I'm not trying, like I said, it's not about power. It's not about greed. It's about money. It's about me wanting to be a servant for the people in this community. And I followed great women, my mother, my aunts, my uncles, other elected officials. I followed them for 40 years because someone said, before you can lead, you must learn how to follow. So after following for 40 years in my own right, now I can step out and I can lead my people.
Get in the game and change something.
Right. And I'm going to change it all the way up.
What's the dates for voting again so the people
The early voting is February the 13th through February the 29th. Your polls will open at 8 o'clock in the morning and they will close at 7:30. You have 11 different polling sites that you can go to. Over in the Northeast Ward, I do encourage people that if you're not going to vote early at the Maisie Woodruff Center, to then go downtown or try and find another one of the early voting locations that's close to you while you're on your lunch break.
Got you. Can you do that again, but look in the camera and tell the people?
Oh yeah, we gonna cut it.
Yeah.
Early voting is February the 13th through February 29th from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. I encourage people, if you live in the Northeast Ward, to consider doing your early voting at the Maisie Woodruff Center. If you can't make the Maisie Woodruff Center, there are 11 sites you can go to. Downtown at the Board of Elections would be a great choice, as well as WSSU, Winston-Salem State University, has now gotten back their voting poll at the Anderson Center, so please stop by and consider using them as another option to support them for early voting as well. But election day itself is March the 3rd, and the polls open at 6:30 in the morning.
And listen, this is Next on Deck Unsigned Radio, and y'all know what to say when you see me. Play my prayers, I got you. But listen, we just had a great interview with our city council hopeful, Miss Parmon. Make sure you guys get out and vote. It is important. Your votes do count. You do have a voice. Make sure you use it. We out here.
Everyone doubted until I did it. They told me no when I did it. I had to run all my digits. My thoughts is real, so I spit it. Ayy, I've been feeling different, no undivided attention. Ayy, I've been reminiscing. But all our opposition, we shooting, we never missing. My gun, yeah. steady